Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, as I unveil what the future holds for Instagram in 2021. Just kidding. It's just a snow globe. Let's start. What's up, everyone? John Ferrara here, the one and only Instagram man. Welcome back to yet another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking all about my 2021 predictions for Instagram and all the things that I think, okay, because it's just thinking. I don't know if this is actually going to happen, but this is where I see the future going. All the things that are going to happen on the platform for Instagram and how you can better prepare yourself and benefit from all these predictions that I'm going to be giving you. So let's get right into it. Number one. Instagram. We've all been introduced to Reels this year in 2020. Instagram is going to be focusing more on these Reels. Now, if you remember a few years back when Instagram came out with Instagram Stories, I think it was 2016, 2017, something like that. Snapchat, the platform Snapchat was number one for releasing stories, and they pretty much, began the whole story era. And when Instagram came in and they duplicated the story for Snapchat, it really took over everybody's attention. Snapchat was scared. Snapchat was no longer the Snapchat that we knew back then because Instagram came out with their own version of their stories. But you see, in 2020, Instagram tried to do the same thing with TikTok, with the Reels, and Instagram came out with Reels. And Reels, I think, is a great thing. I think that Reels have actually, left a footprint on the social media platform, on the social media stamp, right? But here's the thing. I don't think it had the same impact on TikTok as it did with Snapchat. You see, Instagram's retaliation or rebuttal against TikTok's fame and success over the last year by coming out with Reels, I don't think is as strong as it was when they did the same thing with Snapchat. So I don't see it overpowering TikTok as it did with Snapchat. So that's the first thing to really keep in mind. TikTok still has momentum, still has power behind it. And even though Instagram came out with their version of Reels, I don't think it really made a difference with TikTok. Having said that, I do believe that Instagram is going to be putting a lot more attention into Reels, including enhancing the experience and enhancing your capability to edit video. And I think that they're also going to be coming in with a lot more effects, effects that you won't necessarily find on TikTok, but effects only found on Instagram. My next prediction, I think that Reels is going to develop their own style in the next year. I think that a lot of the Reels that we've seen and we've been introduced to are just, copy and paste formats of TikToks over onto Instagram Reels. But I do believe that there's going to be an evolution. I do believe that people are going to develop their own style when it comes to Reels, and you'll be able to separate what a TikTok is versus what an Instagram Reel is. They're not going to be, complete duplicates of each other. So number three, the reach for Instagram Reels is going to continue to be higher than stories or your feed or IGTV or anything else on the Instagram platform. However, I also do believe that they're going to introduce a new algorithm pretty soon into Reels, which will eventually reduce the reach. Now, they won't do this just yet because TikTok's reach is still so very high and they still need to be able to compete with that. So I think that they're going to prolong the reach on Instagram Reels, which is great for all of us. If you guys are making Reels and you want to potentially, extend your reach and find new potential customers or clients or followers, I think that Reels is a really good place that you can do that. Now, I've had my own personal experience with Reels that the particular kind of content that I've been creating has not been shown to my ideal followers. Thus, you get a lot of views, but it doesn't necessarily convert well to new followers or new fans. So there's also something to think about. Next prediction. Now, I talked about this back in 2018. And I think that this is going to happen next year in 2021, where creators on Instagram are going to begin to get paid for their content. Now, this is similar to how YouTube has a partnership program where you sign up for the partnership program, YouTube runs ads on your content, and you get paid per views or per ad clicks, right? And I think that something similar on Instagram is going to be introduced. I do believe that there has been some talk about this, but I do believe also that they're going to be implementing this. And that's where IGTV comes in and with Reels. I don't think this is going to happen through Instagram Stories. I also don't think it's going to happen through the actual feed. I think it's only going to be done through Instagram Reels and IGTV. They're going to start with IGTV and then introduce it to Instagram Reels. That's what I think is going to happen. Now, I also believe that you're going to be needing a creator account. I don't think they're going to allow business accounts to do this. They're not going to allow personal accounts to do this. I think you're going to have a creator account in order to be eligible to get paid through your content by Instagram. That's another one of my predictions. Now, the next one is about shopping on Instagram. I believe that Instagram is going to be pushing out the shopping way more over the next year that you have been used to seeing in the last few months. Now, if you actually noticed, Instagram's layout has changed. The way that the app has functions has changed as well. And notice how the shopping tab is where your notifications tab was. Instagram, very smartly, in might I add, has placed your notifications button on a particular area of the app, right? And you have been pressing that button since you've had Instagram, right? You get a notification, you press that button. Now, you are so used to that repetition of tapping that notification button. All of a sudden now, with the new update, that button has moved somewhere else, and to replace it has been the shopping tab. So now you are accidentally tapping that, and let me know in the comments if you've ever, went to go look for your notifications or to see what's going on Instagram, and all of a sudden find yourself in the shopping tab. I think that was Instagram's way of priming us as users in order to get us used to, using the app, and not only that, moving us to the shopping tab. I think that that's what they did. I think that they meant to do that, and I think that they just tried to prime us. That's my own thing. Now, the next one is something that kind of just came to me. I believe that Instagram is going to introduce a marketplace similar to how Facebook has their buy and sell marketplace on Facebook. Now, what that means is with the implementation of the shopping tab, I think that people are going to be getting used to buying products off of Instagram, which then will lead them to buying and selling their own used goods on Instagram. I think that Instagram is going to introduce a marketplace, and people would just begin to post used stuff on there and just have their own little section of, I'm selling my stereo today, or I'm selling my computer or whatnot. I think that that's the direction that Instagram is going to move towards, and it's going to be like a one-stop shop. Now, the next one I think is really cool. In the last year, we've seen a lot of businesses close due to the pandemic. Now, because they've closed, they've been forced to pivot and change their approach, which means a lot of them are going to be coming online. Now, I've been talking about this for a while, but I also see Instagram's 1 billion users increase to, you'll be seeing 1.1 billion users, which means that we're going to have a whole wave of new users, new business owners come on Instagram and use Instagram in order to market their online business now. So I think that with that pivot happening, you're going to be finding a lot more new people who are going to be coming on Instagram. Not just new people, but businesses are going to be coming on Instagram and using the platform in order to market their business. So you'll see that number move from 1 billion to 1.1 billion, potentially 1.15 or even 2 within the next year. I think that's going to happen. Next, Instagram is going to improve their SEO and searchable content on the platform. What that means is, well, first of all, this has already been introduced. Searchable content is now being pushed out to new users all over the world. But what this also means is that the way that users create content is going to be in a way where it's discoverable. More keywords are going to be more important than they've ever been, including more in-depth captions. Now, the ability to search someone's content through their captions gives its users the ability to be discovered 100 times what it was in the past. So this is going to be a really great way to be discovered. Now, those of you who are used to just sharing really short captions, I invite you to really think about ways on how you can improve the value, and not just length, but improve the value, the quality of the written caption in itself. I think that captions are going to be so much more important in 2021 than they've ever been. Number 9, this is a short one. Instagram guides are going to phase out. Now, you might be saying to yourself, John, what the hell is an Instagram guide? Exactly. That's my point, right? Instagram guides are a way on how you can more or less file your content in a way where you could present your favorite content when somebody visits your profile. I don't think that it's as useful as it could be. And I think that because of that, it's going to phase out over the next year. Instagram might either improve it and let it stay or just get rid of it altogether. But something has to change with Instagram guides because A, it's not as valuable as they probably think. And B, I don't think a lot of people understand it enough to use it. And number 10, with all these new features that I've talked about, with all this innovation that Instagram has been doing, with all the new business owners coming onto the platform because of the pandemic and them having to change their approach and pivot their approach and create a new life online, I think that 2021 for Instagram is going to be the best year. And I'm not just saying that because I have a bias, because I have the Instagram logo behind me or anything, or I teach Instagram, but I think that 2021 is going to be the best year for businesses to use Instagram, and it's going to be the best year for returns. The ROI is going to be there for businesses that use Instagram to market their business and to grow their business, because there's so many more people coming to the platform because of the pandemic and the new features that have been coming out. So there's more opportunity, there's more reach, there's more ways to create content. There's more ways to connect with other people, with human beings. I think that businesses are going to improve their communication with end consumers in the sense of increasing their relationships and just getting to know their consumers on a human basis, on a one-to-one basis. And because of this, Instagram is the best way to do this. There's no other platform, in my opinion, that gives you that human touch, that still has that human capability, that human connection place. And I think that because of that, Instagram is going to be the number one platform of 2021 business-wise. Now, to create content, to have fun, to get discovered, to be famous, to become an influencer, to do all that kind of stuff, I don't see it being the greatest at that, TikTok. But I also think that for business, Instagram is number one. Hands down, Instagram is number one. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. There are my top 10 predictions for Instagram. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you describe. What are you describing? Make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you're not following me on Instagram, at John Ferrara, make sure you follow me on Instagram. And we are done. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and I will see you on the next video. I don't know why I did that.